Hey, what's up, everybody? This is WFSO Bucks Talk. I would like normally would do it live, but I think it's like a little too late for me to do it. So y'all probably see it and just probably like around let's see, like maybe 11:30, probably the time in the morning of November 30th, the final day of November. So this month is really going quick, in my opinion. But anyways, we gonna talk about both the games that the Bucks and the Knicks facing each other. Then you have the Bucks and the Nets facing each other. So we're gonna start with the Bucks first. So sadly, they will not be defending their NBA Cup title. So yeah, they got eliminated. They had the opportunity to be in the wild card, but nope. They lost to the Knicks, and it was a very close game. But it just seemed like they kind of folded in the fourth quarter, and Giannis did return in this game, and Giannis being Giannis, and just like the crazy turnovers, and sometimes the coaching could be blamed on this one. Excuse me, but oh, it's, I knew she would do this, but like anyway, guys, like I said, it's been a very close game, and I was watching it like late last night. No, matter of fact, I was watching it this afternoon. That like the Bucks kept it going, like keeping it close and stuff like that. But it just like the fourth quarter, they just kind of folded, like in the last few minutes of the game, well, last minute of the game, because it was like, ooh, excuse me. But yeah, they were like down by two, down by three, I believe. Then suddenly, turnovers, costly turnovers, made a mistake in the fourth quarter, and it just kind of ruined it. Um, Let me just go to the quarter status, then we'll talk about like the team status. So I'm going to try to rush this a little bit because I can like get this out there, and as this little one is finally crawling off of me. Let's go to quarter status. Milwaukee was in the lead, 37-33, so they really got it going in the first quarter. Then you got the second quarter. You got the Knicks up 25-28. But let me clarify. First quarter, both teams scored their highest points in the quarter, and then you got 25-28 second quarter. Third quarter, Knicks is still was up 31-26, and both teams in the fourth quarter scored the lowest they have in the quarter. Um, Milwaukee 21 to Knicks 26. So let's go by the team stats, and let's see field goal wise. Not too bad field goal. Like 37-71 with 52%, and you got the Knicks 3 to 84 of 45%. So yeah, and I know you thinking like, okay, they was good in that status. So what's the problem? We will get to that in a minute. 3 point field goal percentage. They got 18-41 and 14-34 with Bucks having 44% from three, and the Knicks having 41%. So good 3 point shooting. So that's not the problem. Um, Free throw percentage. Yeah, that's kind of a problem too. It seems like it was a little bit of a problem for the Knicks too. But the Bucks 17-25, and Knicks 28-33. 68% for the Bucks and 85% from the Knicks. So that's one of the factors that was going on. Rebound rise, yeah, they got out rebound again, especially when it comes to the offensive rebounds. Like only 5 rebounds to the Knicks 14, but they're both even in defensive rebounds. But that still is no excuse. Like how you get 5 offensive rebounds, like you have to at least try to stop them from getting offensive rebounds themselves. So yeah, it's just another thing they need to work on. Both teams didn't do well enough for the assist category. So you had the Bucks 24 and the Knicks 25. Steals, the Knicks was better on 9 to 10. Blocks, Bucks had more blocks. It probably was due to Giannis and Miles Turner. That's what I want to see it. Sorry. Yeah, you got the Knicks with 2 blocks. Bucks with more turnovers. Like I said, that's one of the main issues. Is like you expect them to have like 10 or 11 turnovers, they shouldn't be having this much because they can't take care of the ball. I know for them like being you know a young trying to get younger, but sometimes you just can't make those type of mistakes like trying to take you gotta take care of the ball regardless. So Bucks scored 18 points on turnovers, and the Knicks has scored like 15 points. Fast break points, it was the Bucks 11 to the Knicks 15 points in the paint. Very close, but the Knicks owned them, especially like I said with the offensive rebounds, 40-36. Um, let's see. Now talking about fouls. The largest lead, the Bucks they had 12, and the same thing with like the Knicks, but they had the largest lead was it for them it was 13. So let's go to player status, and of course we're gonna start by with the Bucks first. So, and half of the time you should not believe what people be posting on Facebook or the internet because they get a lot of things confused and you're thinking like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like half of the stuff they didn't even get right. So it's like, oh my lord. Okay, Giannis Antetokounmpo led the team with 30 points, 10 of 14 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 10 of 14 from the free throw. Still decent, but could be a little bit better. 15 rebounds and 8 assists, so a near triple double, but got a double double. 1 steal and 2 offensive rebounds. Miles Turner is not his good shooting night. I know we got to figure out something for him. 10 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 with 3. Sorry. Two 7 from 3. Perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw. 3 rebounds. That's got to be a little bit better. 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks, which is cool, and 2 offensive rebounds. Gary Trent, no, we ain't talking about him. Sorry. AJ Green, had a decent night. I just wish he works more on his like mid range shooting because he don't always have to shoot the 3. So, anyways, 18 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 6 of 12 from 3. 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Okay, 2 steals. Yeah, 2 steals. And Ryan Rollins, now a good shooting night either. Don't know what's going on. 13 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. So the 3-point shoot is not too bad. Perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks with 1 offensive rebound. But like I said, you're looking at the turnovers, like Giannis and Ryan Rollins are tied with like 3 turnovers. That's the most on that team. So yeah, they really need to figure that out. Yeah, not very good bench production, but Kyle Kuzma probably was only 1. 20 points, 8 of 9 from the field, 4 or 5 from 3. So yeah, he was hidden. And the free throw trouble, 0 of 2, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. So yeah, only person on the bench kind of got it going. Everybody else Cole Anthony was okay, but it seemed like they didn't play him that much. So that's kind of a downfall, coaching that Doc didn't really like pull him in most of the game. Okay, Carl Anthony Towns. That's a crazy number. 9 points, 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 4 of 5 from the field, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Let's see, 1 block, and he also had like 3 offensive rebounds, including those 10 rebounds. Josh Hart. They made it seem like he got it either. I think it was Mikal Bridges. They said they got it going in the second half. But anyways, Josh Hart had 19 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds, so double double for him as well, and also near triple double with 7 assists, 3 steals, and had 2 offensive rebounds with that 15 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 14 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block with 1 offensive rebound. Jalen Brunson, of course, most of his scoring came in the third quarter, but had led the team and the game with 37 points, 12 of 21 from the field, 4 of 6 from three, 9 of 10 from the free throw, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 steal, and then and just the 1 offensive rebound. Miles McBride, let's see, he had 19 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 5 of 7 from three, of perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and yeah. Um, yeah, it's really their bench didn't do much either. So that's the problem. Well, that's a thing. Like, huh? But at the same time, like I explained, like turnovers, turnovers. Yeah, they really just gotta take care of the ball. They really need to learn how to do that. So, anyways, final score, 109-118. The Bucks lose to the Knicks and got eliminated from the NBA Cup tournament, so they would not be defending, their title this year. But you know what? It was last year. Like they won it last year, so it's good to see that first team in the East to do it. So second team overall to win it. So hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I actually applaud that, and I know people didn't separate as much because they thinking get the actual NBA championship, but the NBA Cup is good too. But the funny thing before I move on to showing you the standings of the NBA Cup, the funny thing is like God, who I just had his name for a second and I can't even remember it. Was it Chris Perkins? Well, his last name is Perkins, but anyways, Kendrick Perkins, I believe. Anyways, he's saying, LeBron got, 4 rings. If you want to add the NBA Cup is 5, then if you get another NBA Cup title, it'll be total 6 rings. He talked about if they get the Lakers get it this year, because they are in. Um, you said there's no debate that LeBron is the greatest of all time. Uh, y'all comment below. What y'all think about that? Um, are you like agreeing with Kendrick, or you're like no, that still doesn't like cross the paths. And plus he may made it to the NBA Finals 10 straight years, but you only won like four, like 3, 4 of them. But yeah, like I said, early recap from the October 28th game. Bucks did win 111-121, and the final time these two teams faced each other, Bucks will had it would be in Milwaukee, February 27th. So interesting. And the Knicks did advance to the wild card, get the wild card spot for the NBA Cup. So, anyways, let's look at the standings of the NBA Cup before we talk about the game that happened last night. We're not looking at that. So yeah, all the NBA Cup things is all official. Toronto and of course Orlando were undefeated in their group. Um, then you got wait a minute. Okay, so the Knicks end up winning Group C, and Miami end up clinching the spot. Milwaukee could have if they would have won. So, but then again, New York would have been eliminated. It would have been Milwaukee, Miami, wherever the case may be. You know what I mean? But hey, better luck next year. Thunder, who were in the NBA Cup Finals with the Bucks last year, goes undefeated. If they do, if the Thunder end up winning, the NBA Cup this year, so it'd be the first time in first time ever that a team that won a championship, June of this year will win, the NBA Cup, this year. So could be some record breaking if like the Thunder actually do it. So you know what? If they do, cool. As you see, the Suns are in. You see, Lakers are in, and the Spurs beat the Nuggets. So I didn't know the game last night. So I not last night, but the Friday night. So I did not know that that the Nuggets did lose. Ouch. Who would have thought, right? Okay, so we're gonna get to might as well say last night's game as well. The Bucks defeated the Brooklyn Nets, and I didn't know they had that many injury problems. So, and yeah, like Michael Porter Jr. Is out. Didn't know that. So, I guess that's like one of the problems. And who would have thought? That's crazy. So they unwinnable at home, but on the road, the Nets are 3-7. Wow, didn't even know that. Anyways, 99-116. Good game. And the surprising thing that I found out before I ended up watching the game, that Kevin Porter Jr. returned. So, it was good to see him. So it's good to see, the whole roster healthy and, back in the fold. So, so it was all, Bucks until, the fourth quarter, but they still managed, they had a comfortable lead, so it didn't really make a difference if they lost, the fourth quarter as you see there. So, but yeah, first half, good game. But third quarter, still decent. Fourth quarter, then again, they had most of their bench players play, and they had Kevin Porter Jr. play some more. So, probably just get used to him. And I don't know if they've had him restricted minutes, but people was claiming that Giannis was on restricted, was sat on the bench at a certain point and things like that. But and he was on minute restriction because I think they played him only 28 minutes. Friday's game, and like I said, he was on minute restriction. So just be happy it wasn't like 24 minutes that he only played. So be happy about that. It was 28. So not too bad, and they were still close at one point until the turnovers happened. Well, this game was different. It was a player that they saw and they just couldn't stop. So that was crazy. Let's just get to the quarter status. Brooklyn tied for the highest scoring quarter on that they score for them, and the Bucks, had 32, and Brooklyn, like I said, 29. Second quarter, the highest that the Bucks have scored, 39, to Brooklyn's 24. The lowest that the Brooklyn Nets has scored in a quarter, and you got Milwaukee Bucks, 28. So 28-17. And now fourth quarter, the lowest that the Bucks has scored in the quarter. And for Brooklyn Nets, like I said, they tied at the highest quarter that they scored, with them scoring 29 in the first quarter, and they did it in the fourth quarter. So, anyways, let's go to team status. Let's see what's there to talk about. Okay, so you know what? Fair numbers. 36 to 77 for Brooklyn with 47% from the field, which is not too bad. Bucks 44 to 84 with 52% from the field, which is cool. Um, yeah, Bucks right now, still the top five 3 point shooting percentage in the NBA. 16 to 42 for Brooklyn with 38%, which is okay, not too bad. But 41% for the Bucks with 16 to 39 from 3 point shooting. Free throw, like I said, is another problem. They both teams did made the same attempt free throws, but Brooklyn made 11 and Bucks made 12. Um, let's see, because I think it seems like I think Giannis only missed like what was it like two, four shots or something like that from the free throw, or I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, at one point, Giannis was perfect from the free throw line, and but yeah, things can't last forever. So 65% for Brooklyn and 71% from the Bucks. So yeah, take it as you will. Oh wow. Rebounding. That's what I like to see because I think they did it like a game like last week that they actually was getting offensive rebounds. So this is good to see. 31 to 43. Um, Brooklyn with six offensive rebounds with the Bucks 12 and defensive rebounds 25 for Brooklyn, 31 for the Bucks. So that's what you like to see. Assists, oh yeah, way better. 31 for the Bucks and for the Nets 23. Four steals for the Nets, 13 steals for the Bucks. Oh wow, that's huge. Blocks, although that's not good either. Two blocks for the Bucks and four blocks for the Nets. Okay, the turnovers, like I said, I want to see like the Bucks get like a little bit lower on this, but they got 14. Then Brooklyn with the most with 20. But the Nets did win in like points off turnovers. 24 to Bucks 19. Then fast break points. You got Brooklyn 7 points, and you got the Bucks with 18. Points in the paint was more favored for the Bucks. 48 to Nets 34. Um, let's see. The largest lead that the Brooklyn had at one point was by two, and the highest the Bucks had the lead was 32. Yeah, very damaging. So let's get to the box scores and go from there. Um, I guess we'll start with the Brooklyn Nets first. Uh, oh wow, not that much scoring, but you got those some scoring from the bench, so that's crazy. Zaire Williams, they say he, I guess got put in the starting lineup. 10 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 8 from three, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound. Noah Conley, okay, and then let's talk about there. And probably be fair for him. Nick Claxton, 7 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 or 2 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 offensive rebound. Uh, Tyrese Martin, I think he's a rookie, I believe. Not sure. 9 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 5 from three, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 offensive rebound. So now I guess we start with the bench because 3 people from the bench actually stepped up, especially Danny Wolf. But we'll get to him in a second. Um, Jalen Wilson, 13 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 4 of 5 from the free throw, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And like I mentioned, Danny Wolf was big for him. 22 points, and that's like a career high for him. So 8 of 16 from the field, 5 of 9 from three, 1 of 1 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, and 1 offensive rebound. Daron Sharp, 7 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 to 2 from three, 2 to 6 from the free throw. How you get 2 to 6 from the field goal and 2 to 6 from the free throw line? Crazy, ain't it? Anyways, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block as well, and 1 offensive rebound. Then last but not least, you got Ben Sharef. Hopefully I got it right. 10 points, 4-8 from the field, 2-4 from 3, 7 assists, 1 block. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Bucks. Oh damn. They didn't even play Giannis that much, so you might as well just say he was kind of like on minute restriction. But why not have him play, a little bit longer? I don't know, like get 24 or 25 minutes or something like that. But that's just me. Anyways, he led the game and the team with 29 points in 19 minutes. That's crazy. 12 of 15 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 of 8 from the free throw. Yeah. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, but 3 offensive rebounds. Miles Turner, like I said, probably, of course, not his best game, but what more can you say? 10 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, perfect 1 of 1 from the free throw, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. I don't know. You gotta get better in the rebounds. They can't always have him offensively, hang around the paint. So I really don't get that. But anyways, hey, the starting lineup, score at least 10 or more. So, anyways, the return Kevin Porter Jr. Too bad, the field goal percentage wasn't all that great, especially because he missed no shots in the first half. He was 4-4. And yeah. Anyways, 13 points, 4 of 10 from the field goal range, 3 of 5 from 3, perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, was not too bad. 1 steal, 1 block, and 2 offensive rebounds. AJ Green, good numbers, 15 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, not too bad. And yeah, Ryan Rollins, a little bit of a struggle. Yeah, he's really struggling. But he did, have some nice assists, so I will give him that. 10 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 1 offensive rebounds. Yeah, that's crazy. Seems like Bobby Porter was putting back to work. Excuse me. 13 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. So, it's going. And Kyle Kuzma was another person that was in double digits. Seems like they didn't play him more than they should. But anyways, 11 points, 3 of 5 from the field, just 1 attempt and 1 make for 3. 4 of 4 from the free throw. Sadly, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 3 steals, so that's a plus. So I guess can't carry on with that, but I'm glad they playing Jericho Sims more, but I think they just really need to set him up more. But amazing, he got 8 rebounds and all 3 of them were offensive rebounds. So if they be smart enough, play Jericho Sims more. If you line them in with Bobby at the power forward, then have Jericho Sims at the center. Like I said, things like this will be just fine. So I don't get why Doc not doing it. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. So final score 99 to 116. The Bucks snapped their 7-game losing streak, winning this game. The next time they play against each other, sorry. Oh wow. It'll be in Brooklyn. Few weeks from now. So that's crazy. Okay, few weeks. Yeah, that's crazy. 2 weeks from now. That's crazy. Bucks and next time they play each other. So of course, besides December 14th, Brooklyn in April 7th, then back in Milwaukee April 10th. I think that's their final game of the final home game of the season, I believe. So hey, things can be proven interesting. Not that bad of a crowd either because just looking at the snowstorm we have here, and it's still going as we speak, and it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. So freaking weather people. Anyways, that's no. Oh yeah, the finals. Let's see. Boston lost to Minnesota 119 and 115. Chicago. Oh yeah, they on the losing streak. They had a good run in the beginning too. So, but Pacers beat them. I heard that Pacom Siakam had like a game-winning shot at the buzzer. So 103-101. Warriors, of course, beat the Pelicans 96 to 104. Toronto lost to Charlotte. Well, they kind of slipping a little bit. I thought they were like, at one point the second seed. But 118-111. Detroit beat Miami. Not surprised. 138-136. Right now, they got the best record in the East. Denver and Phoenix. Denver beat Phoenix 130 to 112. I bet that after that taste they had in their mouth by losing to I forgot who they. I just forgot that fast who they lost to. They was in the They was no, Denver lost to. Was it? No, I don't think it. Probably was Dallas. I'm not sure. Anyways, you know what? Still got time. We can still look at that. Let's see who the hell they lost to. Oh, San Antonio. Okay, that's what it was. Oh wow, looked like a very close game. We can go back to that, and there was one more game I need to talk about. Dallas beat the Clippers, and yeah, the Clippers are really going downhill. Well, one reason we know because of Brook Lopez. So, anyways, Dallas 114, Clippers 110. Yeah, there's still rumors out there. It seems like the Bucks are like really interested in getting Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan. But like I put in the video, like in the past, that they should go for, in my opinion, they should like really go for Domantas Sabonis, because he can play. He can play the four, he can play the five. But then again, if you have like a cool starting lineup, you got Domantas Sabonis in it, have a good offensive rebound and stuff. Like I said, you can have Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis. You have Turner at the five, Sabonis at the four. If Giannis will end up playing the three, so that'd be good. Like a big forward lineup. So nothing wrong with that. Then you have the lineup. They did today. With Ryan Rollins and Kevin Porter Jr. That's actually not bad. Not bad at all. So they want to do a lineup like that. That would be something. But like I said, Kevin Porter Jr. probably got get used to it a little bit. And although he had that feeling in the first half, second half, kind of really dragged. But why not? That's crazy that he got the most assists on the team. That's crazy. I don't know. It's just one of those things, you just wonder why. Anyways, guys, if you like today's video, please give it a like. Please comment if you want to talk about these past two games. And the next time the Bucks play will be Monday, 6 o'clock Central against the Washington Wizards. But this time, they're in Washington. So watch out for that game. And also, guys, over 3,100 videos and counting, including like Bucks, wrestling, comic book movies, TV news, and also Milwaukee development. So get a chance to check out all those videos and look at some of the other videos. Also check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Upcoming you know shows wrestling wise in the Midwest. Also with meet and greets and stuff in the Midwest as well. As I mentioned in this coming January, we will upgrade. Because normally we do Indiana and Iowa just for the website. So we are going, every time I announce wrestling shows, the day before the other one started, I will add Iowa and Indiana in that order. Probably gonna do for like the website only. We will post about the shows that's going on in Ohio, and I think we said Louisiana we was gonna do too. So yeah, trying to expand more in the Midwest and expand more around the world. Although we got Australia and also Canada and stuff like that. But excuse me. But anyways, check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Once again, maybe some pictures there that you may be interested in. So you know what, you get a chance, check them out. Anywho, thank our proud sponsors, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. One of our sponsors. They do have a Facebook page and they selling a lot of wrestling merch. So go check them out. Great Scott Sports Cards.weebly.com. Buy, sell, trade cards. If you're interested in that, you can get a hold of them on the website. And I think they got like a number or something that you can call. We're also a proud sponsor of Maddie's Mary. They help with pregnancy and infant loss for like grieving parents. So they can help you or find like resources to help you. So get a hold of them. Like volunteering. And yeah, that's it for the sponsors. So like I said, have an announcement later on today. Depends on the future, WFSO and stuff like that. And plus, we did updated the WFSO Radio Network page for updates for like upcoming like shows and stuff. Like some of the shows, they had to be pushed back to 2026. So we're gonna make some wiggle room or something like that. So we'll go from there. Um, anyways, man up, woman up, face up, checking on mental health, everybody's mental health, and it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So please check on them. We don't know what they're going through, and we don't need no more suicides. So just gotta appreciate the people, that help them like get something going in their life and stuff like that. Maybe they taking the right meds and stuff. So, guys, speaking of which, I gotta take mines. But anyway, guys, you guys have a good one. Enjoy. I was gonna say enjoy the video, but until the next video, you guys have a good one. See you later.